You know, the one thing my friend often overlooks whenever they're having like a conversation or like trying to make friends is that friend groups are very important actually. If you never have a friend group, which is like a group of people who you consider as friends and like you usually like you share a lot to them or just generally consider them to be like comforting people to be around. Having a friend group is actually pretty important because by having a friend group you have more than one people to converse to and to advise you regarding many things or even just comfort you, because well, sometimes having more than one person to be your comfort or to help you like go through tough times can actually be very beneficial for you, because one person isn't always enough for the job. And just having a group that you can rely on and basically be comforting for you is good. In my personal experience, I have a friend group, right? Like my friend group is still like my area friend group is still the same for like almost 5 years now. Honestly, I don't think I'd be the person I am today if not for them. Like genuinely speaking, they're like the family that I didn't know I need, but once I have them, they're like amazing. There's no one more like in this world that I trust more than them and my parents. It's actually pretty nice to be honest, because like whenever I'm facing any hardships, I can always fall back to them and they'll understand. If one person isn't like enough for the problem, then my other friends can like help me with it. Another reason to why I encourage my friend, like my other friends on like Twitter or like on Discord, to have a friend group is also because like sometimes having a group of people to advise you regarding certain things is better than like having just one person, because you know the person giving you advice, that one person sometimes can mess up, and like just having multiple inputs for you to take into consideration is actually better than just having one perspective, than just having one person to do it. Like it can cause, like having multiple people can also like cause problems obviously, but generally having a friend group is just it's just good honestly. If you really like want to like start having a better social life, honestly, I advise you to like understand the merits of like having a friend group. Because well, they're your homies, honestly. They're gonna support you when you need them the most. Obviously, you need to choose who to befriend and who to not. And when having friends, you gotta know certain types of friends. Like for instance, I always say I see my friends all as equal, which is true, but there are certain boundaries for different people, in my opinion. Because for one, not everyone is the same, and there are things that you just need to keep to yourself regarding certain things. Like you can't just like be open about everything towards everyone, because well, not everyone has the best interest. And sometimes those like those things that you like expose yourself towards other people can be used against you. It's best that you set boundaries. Like friend A can know this and that. Friend B can know this and that. Like you gotta have different boundaries for different people. Because well, like I said, not everyone is the same. But yeah, honestly, different people can be, like people are different, and you gotta you gotta know who to like trust completely and who to keep certain things from, because well, like I said, not everyone has the best interest. Like a simple example, I'm actually pretty I'm actually pretty open within like my life. Like let's say towards like you guys or like towards other friends on Discord, but there are things that I just don't talk about outside of my friend group and my best friend. Because most of the time, like, not everyone can be trusted, honestly and obviously. That's probably like the best advice I can give you regarding like friend groups. There are certain types of friends. There are friends that there are friends who you just play video games with, and there are friends that you can like have a lengthy and serious conversation with. You gotta learn like how to differentiate the two. And if you think that every friend you have is trustworthy and you can share everything with them, then it's cool. I'm just speaking from experience because, well, in my experience, not everyone can be trusted. Even the people who I thought was close to me. They can turn your back whenever, but the homies, the people who I consider myself closest to, they always stick around through hardships and many things. To say that they're like amazing would be an understatement. They're like the only people I need whenever I'm facing hardships, trying to overcome odds. They support me and they understand each other, but that doesn't mean they can't criticize you when you do something that is, well, not really good, particularly. Because a good friend would know when to criticize and when to support each other. If all you do is support and not question or criticize each other's action every once in a while whenever they make a questionable decision, then you're not really a good friend. That's not what being a good friend is. Being a good friend is wanting the best for your friend. What they're doing is ruining their life or just turning their life negatively, then you gotta warn them. But if it's particularly a good thing, then support them. Because that's what friends are for. They build up off each other and become better people in the future. But yeah, I feel like I've been talking a lot about life lessons recently, but it's mostly because I've seen like a lot of my friends on Twitter or Discord who often struggle with these things, and I genuinely want to like help them and other people who I may not know, who's been dealing with the same things and questioning a lot of things. So yeah, those are like my advice, I guess. Those are like my advice regarding like friendships, honestly. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later.